Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Friends Podcast, man. Thank you
Yes,
so much
sir.
for joining us again, man. If it's your first time, thank you for coming through, man. We appreciate it.
hmm
My name is Matt. I'm here with my co-host.
My name is Rod, and this is the Friends Podcast. Make sure you check us out. We're streaming everywhere. That means Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, YouTube. Also, check out our socials at the Friends Pod.
Yes, sir. Check us out. Check us out, man. So yeah, let's kind of get into it how we usually do. So what's been going on with you this week?
This week has been busy, that's for sure. I have a lot going on, moving things around, but I'm excited to go check out this playoff game with the New York Red Bulls that's happening. So I'm gonna do get there a little early, drink. I wish I knew if there was or who was tailgating out there, or knew some people out there.
Wait,
That'll
they
be dope.
tailgate for the soccer games?
Hell yeah, yeah.
For
That's
real?
what I heard some people be doing. So,
Oh,
and if you always go to this bar called Joya, which is about like 5 minute walk. It's always packed with like people who go into the game. Everybody be wearing all the clothing and drinking and stuff like that, and eating.
okay.
So I always get there a
Dedicated
little
fan
early.
base.
Yeah.
That's what's
Um,
up.
but yeah, I'm gonna go check that out. What about you?
Man, same old shit, just a different day. I ain't really been on too much, just trying to, you know, there's been a lot going on at work and shit, so just trying to wrap my head around all that shit. I
New
hate that, man.
responsibilities?
Not new responsibilities, but just new things that come up that we got to work on and all that kind of shit, man. I hate that. Man, I hate having a 9 to 5. I ain't gonna lie. Like I hate the 40-hour work week. I hate all this shit. Like if we could just eliminate this shit, or I just need to start selling fucking artisanal coasters or some shit like that. I got to start doing some other shit because I don't know if I can work 40 hours a week for 50 years, man. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with me. Just tired from work and
I
trying to
hear you
make
on
it
that.
through the day.
That kind
You know.
of leads into this next topic, though, in our discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Me a little bit has to do with the workplace and the environment. It's
Right. Yeah.
managing Gen Z is like working with people from a different country.
Mm-hmm.
So managing this is a title on a Fortune article. Managing Gen Z is like working with people from a different country. And you got to pay for this? Oh, that's crazy. Well, I'm not doing that. But the gist is of this article was young people just have different ways of how they process information in the workplace,
Yeah.
and the older generation just views the younger generation as lazy, just very volatile as people who would just quit more quicker than people would in the past. Um, the idea of working from home and not having more work-life balance is a more of a new thing, and people are actually talking about 4-day work weeks. I heard that they were doing in some UK cities and stuff like that out
Mm-hmm.
there. So that could actually become a thing. I think that's a great study that's going on, and
Yeah.
something that could be more positive. Because I always wonder, why am I working 5 days and then only a couple of days on the weekend?
2 days to rest. Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. We're just putting all our this 40-hour work week like happened back in the day when they had like blue collar jobs and people were clocking in, clocking out in the mills. But that same idea is like it's not really relevant today. We just kind of kept that system.
Yeah.
So
Now I'm on the 4-day work week right now, so it's I ain't gonna say it's been life changing, but it's definitely added a lot more spice to life though. Like I can do anything I want on my extra day off. You know what I mean? I could just lay around. So I don't feel like, because a lot of times when it's the weekend, like sometimes I waste my Saturday by just sitting around. And Sunday I'm like, damn, I wasted my Saturday, but then I end up wasting my Sunday. But so having that extra day is dope.
exactly.
Um, but yeah, so in terms of like Gen Z speaking or not speaking, but like operating differently than the generations before them. I mean, I don't know. I have a few Gen Zers that work with me, and I think I think they work just as hard. They have a hunger to work hard and do the same, do work and contribute to a company. I guess but I
Yeah.
think that just come with the time though, right? Like
I'm actually just looking up what is the age range for Gen Z, and
I
that's
want to say, oh, go ahead.
it says 97 to 2012.
Yeah. So what's that? 26-year olds to 2012. What's that? 2012. So 10-year olds, 10 to 26, I believe,
Okay.
or 10 to 25. Excuse me. So yeah, I definitely work with a few of them, and I think isn't that why are people mad about that though? Shouldn't we, as as Americans, shouldn't we advance and have new ways of thinking and new ways of doing things more efficiently? Like, I think I'm all for it.
I agree with that. Like, we should
Like,
definitely be evolving our systems. It's just like the politics and all these amendments, and that should be a constantly changing document. We shouldn't be still
hmm
following what they created in 1770s, um, and try to keep that like document to govern an entire country in 2022.
hmm
Because just like so much has changed, and it's really like we're living in the past when we do that.
yeah,
Um, I mean, really, that can be a big starter to uh, what we see as black people in this country and the rights that we were given, everything, and being 3/5 of a man and all that kind of
hmm.
stuff.
Yeah,
Like, just those old documents don't make sense. And like the idea of all the immigrants who are going over the borders and coming into the country, like, this country is a melting pot.
it is.
Like, there's always constantly people coming in and out the country. Like, yes, of course there should be border laws, but laws should be advancing to make it easier for people and also safe at the same time.
Yeah, no, I
Like, the
feel that.
system shouldn't be very difficult, as long as you go through the right protocols and stuff of that nature.
Yeah, because
But
it be taking people 10 to 15 years to get that visa, to just actually become a citizen and stuff like that. So, yeah, I agree with you there, and I do think you made a good point. Like technology, like things are advancing so quickly with technology and just maybe a couple of other things. So why can't we advance the way we work? Why can't we advance the way we, I don't know, like eat, or the way we do, everyday things, drive, travel. You know what I mean? Like everything should just continue to
yeah.
perpetually move. But in terms of like them
Hmm.
talking about like, oh, it feels like working with foreigners. Maybe foreigners have a better idea of of actually working, right? It seems like that's what it is.
I don't know who said that, but they need to relax. You
No,
can't
but
be.
that was the title of the article, though, right? Like, it feels like working with people from a different country. Hey, that's the title of the article.
Yeah,
So I'm assuming they saying like, oh, they got these different ideologies about work, where it's like we don't do that over here in
I guess I
America.
didn't take the title in that way.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay.
I take it as more of a sarcastic manner.
Mm. So they calling them motherfuckers lazy. They calling them quitting all the time. I don't know, man. I think more power to them, and that's the generation that's gonna carry us until the next generation come. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready for the new generation. Like, we need to start making new rules and laws, and things should be changing. And I'm
hmm
glad, like, our generation sees that things should change. And some of these old systems were our old systems. We need new systems.
yeah, absolutely. And just to speak on that country thing. So this is what he said in the article. If it's like each
Okay.
generation is from a different country, you don't speak the same language and you don't have the same customs. You may know how to do your job, but if your boss sent you to Dubai, you have to probably change a few. So basically, that's what he's saying. Like they can't relate. They can't relate to that TikTok shit, or just the shit they listen to, the shit they watch. They can't relate.
There's
Like, I
whole
know you.
job roles behind social media now at companies.
Yeah.
Like, people
Yeah.
literally go to work and they're just updating social medias and looking at trends.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, then wasn't there some type of job with in somewhere in Detroit or like I think it was
Uh,
JP. It's like some insurance company. I heard someone I knew that worked there, and they was working on social media stuff. I thought.
I'm not sure, but I'm sure. I mean, everybody needs social media now. I mean, we've
Yeah,
seen over the years like Wendy's and Arby's on Twitter like arguing and shit. Like, yeah, it's a
yeah. I
thing
mean,
for
even
sure.
we need a social media person
Yeah.
and paying people.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's the way
all
of the
those
world.
kind of jobs and like the relevance of that, it brings money and brings new eyes. It gives you a lot of data that companies won't. Um, yeah, without the social media, we don't have all that data and those numbers that they won't, and they're able to capitalize on. Because knowing what
Mm-hmm.
people will watch is that's key. Like to knowing what people want to buy.
Yeah. Very,
So
very true.
yeah, I mean that's just again like moving forward with the times.
Got to do it. I mean, do you have many like old heads at your job or your former job where that like where y'all was beefing because of some shit, like some work shit, or has everybody been pretty cool with you?
Um, I would say not really. Most old people they already kind of got like a certain way that they view everything, and they have like a way that they come in and do work every day.
Mm-hmm.
They already kind of got like a system in place, and well, that could be kind of dangerous in today's age because it can make you complacent. And being
True.
complacent in a work site or being in an engineering field or things that can affect people's life, like things do change for a reason. Like things get updated, certain procedures and the way you putting together your blueprints or designs or whatever. And if you're still like trying to do like an old way that was deleted for a reason, it could be a hazard to people. So
Mm-hmm. And being complacent, that's how motherfuckers stay at a job for 30, 35 years and retire and be unhappy because they just wasted their life doing the same thing for 30, 35 years, 40 years.
yeah,
So it's like you got to switch it up. I mean, it's
and
the spice
some
of
people
life, like I said.
like doing their work. Like I met people like that, been doing it for years, always come in smiling. They just
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, I feel like more or less older people at a company they want the younger generation to ask them questions.
Right.
Um, they want to be looked at like that, a knowledgeable person. And when you don't do that, then that's when they'll get upset.
Right. Like, oh, I'm not the OG. Like, no, nigga.
Yeah, if you coming in acting like you know everything, like I
Yeah.
noticed that like that really pushes a lot of older people away.
It does, yeah. I
Like
mean,
you gotta,
imagine somebody
yeah,
30 years younger than you coming in and being your boss, like the person that's above you, like your supervisor.
exactly. And
You know,
trying to
it's like a
tell
baby
them a
trying to
new,
supervise.
trying to tell them new techniques and new ways to do things. Okay, this is how we're doing it now. If you
Right,
don't
right.
do it, you can kick rocks.
Which is funny though, because what this makes me think of is we was talking about The Bear, the TV show The Bear on Hulu. So remember how I forgot what her name is, the black girl, she came in the
It was a
kitchen and then
yeah system because in the kitchen they follow
yeah,
like a French brigade, and that's kind of how they organize everything. And
right,
everyone's kind of doing their own tasks. There was no system, and
right.
when she
But
was trying to teach them that new system, they was getting real upset with her and playing jokes
hmm
back.
exactly. So it's the
Yeah.
same thing. It was a younger girl came in. The older lady, I think it was Tina. She was mad because just like you're not gonna come. I've
Hmm.
been doing this for 30 years. Like the fuck is you telling me this shit for?
Like I'm making a
So
sandwich. Relax.
right, like this is literally ham, cheese. Like, but yeah, I don't know. It's just like I said, man. Let them lead the way. I believe the children are our future. But I also feel like we might be more accepting to like how Gen Z works because we're like what that's like a couple years younger than us. So we can
Yeah, I
kind of
mean, they was like our little brothers and little sisters, like the Gen
yeah.
Z. So they learned from us. Like really, like we've been kind of saying, man, this system like work It's for the birds, like,
Low
and
key.
they be hearing that, be like, yeah, we got TikTok and we about to blow that up. Like that shit is
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
birds. Now that they
We
finally
go.
in the workforce, they be like,
Yeah.
you was right. This shit is
Mm-hmm.
garbage.
We gonna get this TikTok money. We gonna get this YouTube money, Twitch money,
Yeah,
and call it a
OnlyFans
day.
money.
Oh man,
Send pictures of feet. Like
them
we
feet
all.
pics. No, for real. So, like I said, the children are our future. Shout out to Whitney Houston for that.
If would you pimp out your girl's feet?
Yeah, why not?
Hmm.
I wouldn't. I don't think I would mind if my girl did porn.
I said like pimp out, like selling socks and pictures
Yeah,
of feet.
but I took it to the next level though. I took it to
Yeah,
the
I
next
know.
level.
It's like the next.
I took it to the next level. I don't think I would mind. Like, I guess I wouldn't really know unless I was in that situation. But
Could you
I don't
like
think I would
go and
mind.
pick her up from work?
No, I ain't talking about like porn. I'm talking about like the amateur shit, like on some OnlyFans shit. I won't
Oh,
mind.
like at the crib.
Yeah,
That's like some no jumper Adam shit.
yeah.
Like
So,
him and his
yeah.
girl do porn on
Which is
OnlyFans.
crazy. That's crazy to me. But I mean, it's money though. You got to find a way to make money. At the end of the day, we all gonna die. So it's like, oh, people only gonna really talk about your porn for like maybe 10, 15 years, and then you
To be
good.
honest, I don't even think it's that bad when you're doing it with like your significant other.
Yeah,
Like if someone's want to pay you for you putting out your own shit with what you do with your partner, it's just different when you're like a celebrity in it because you're going person to person to person, whatever.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
it shouldn't have the same stigma if you're like doing it with whoever your significant other is at the time. That's why I
I
kind of
think it's
almost look at Kim Kardashian thing a little different. I'm like, she was with Ray J,
yeah,
and it wasn't like some random person.
yeah. It
Like,
wasn't like she just found him on the street, like, oh, let's shoot this video. Like, I guess they were dating, but
yeah. So, I mean, yeah, it's nasty for sure to like make money and stuff off of it, but
not for real. Sex sells.
yeah. I mean,
Nigga,
obviously,
they
it
been
worked
making
out.
porn. Playboys. I mean, come on, Playboy's been around. Porn been around.
Yeah,
Like shit, ain't nothing wrong with it. Like shit, get your money. It's a
yeah.
product at the end of the day.
Embrace it.
But yeah. But yeah. With that being said, we can get into the next topic that we have for y'all folks. Let's see what we got for y'all. Next. I don't know. We was kind of talking about this before. We was trying to come up with some different type of conspiracies that we might believe in.
Mm-hmm.
I think I guess just to open the conversation, I think that I don't know. Facts are important, but sometimes conspiracies are just kind of cool to look at and look at shit in a different perspective. Like, damn, low key, that could be what's behind that. But do you have any in mind that you like believe, or any that you don't believe?
I mean, I guess it depends what conspiracy you're speaking of. There's so many out there. We
Yeah,
probably should focus on at least one. But
yeah.
I'm gonna say the one that at the top of my mind is aliens.
Mm.
I believe that there is life outside of our universe, within our like solar system, and I also believe that there's alien life forms on planet Earth. Like I believe
You
we
do
are
for
we are
real?
living with aliens.
Like for real though?
Absolutely.
Based on what though?
I feel like when you look at the ocean, and that's most of the world is just water,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
come up with new species pretty much every year. They
All the
come out with
time.
more,
Yeah, yeah,
and we haven't even really touched the surface of like all the ocean and the water.
yeah.
Like you can't tell me there's no type of life form that is not here. Like there's so many different species on this planet. Like some of these have to be considered alien. Like who says they
I
got to
feel
be
like
smart and like super advanced? They may not be.
Right, because we always got this misconception of like, oh, aliens, they gonna come here and outsmart us because they just years ahead, like centuries ahead of us and shit. But
Yeah, I
maybe
was
not.
watching like Rick and Morty. It's
Hmm.
like the new season that just came out, and they had, I guess this is a spoiler alert for people who watch the show, but they had dinosaurs, and they came back, and they were just super smart. It was like, hey, we left the go help out other worlds in our solar system
Hmm.
and advance them, and we left. There was people left here. We didn't think they would go extinct. Um,
Mm.
Pretty much they were just like a super intelligent race that were going around helping other people, and their focus was making planets better. And they were just surprised when they came back and saw like how humans have these weird systems about, really, you guys got all this social media, movies, like a lot of Marvel movies and all that kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
not one of these it has to do with the planet. Like y'all haven't got that far yet. Like
Right. Like, what is y'all doing?
like nothing to do with the planet. Like nothing make it better. Like there's so much like capitalism, like wars. It's just like y'all haven't figured it
Yeah,
out yet.
man,
And they
that's
thought like
interesting.
we just assumed like they died, but maybe they left and then they actually coming back
Mm.
like in ships and stuff. Like
I don't know. I don't necessarily think they hear. Of course, I mean, I ain't gonna say of course because I don't know. We don't know till we see it. But of course, it has to be life forms in other, like on Mars or other planets somewhere in the galaxy. I think. Nah, but I want to speak on the ocean though. Like that's probably the scariest thing to me. Like the bottom of the ocean.
yeah, because I can't swim.
Like that's one place where I would never want to end up. Like that's probably the place that I would least like to be in the world
Yeah,
because you don't
and
know
just to
what the fuck
think
down
about
there.
it, like yeah, we hadn't even got that low because like at a certain distance below, like it's so heavy
Yeah, yep.
and
What
like
is it? The
air and
altitude. Yeah.
yeah, air and like oxygen that you breathe in is just pretty much non-existent. Like
Hmm.
there's even like ships and stuff that can't even go, or submarines that can't even go that low to even see
Yeah.
that kind of stuff because it's just too low.
Yeah.
So
Have
just
you ever been
imagine
scuba diving?
like I mean, no, I never went.
Okay.
Um,
But go ahead. My bad.
yeah, I mean, just imagine like if there definitely has got to be some like some life underneath there that's like so strong, almost like dinosauric, probably like the to
Oh
withstand that
no.
kind of like pressure or like so advanced that like I don't know.
You got to be to survive down there though.
Yeah,
You got to
you
be
got
some type of strong.
all them years just like unfazed by human touch or
That
concern,
too.
really. Like, I mean, of
That
course,
too.
plastic and chemicals that get in the water, but who knows if
But low
that's even a
key,
problem like that low.
low key, the atmosphere down there might be so different than up here. Even if they got up here, they might just die, just like we would go down there and die. Like,
Yeah,
so that's one thing that kind of gives me like peace. Was like, okay, they might die if they come up here anyway. But
yeah.
that shit is just, it's just, I don't know.
You need an expert to talk about that because that's interesting.
Yeah, yeah, for sure,
The
for sure,
ocean is it's definitely very scary.
man. Telling you. Other conspiracy theories, though, of course, we got the 9/11. That it was an inside job with the president. Of course, we got which we didn't talk about this yet. How Alex Jones had the conspiracy that Sandy Hook, the school shooting was fake and it was staged and whatnot. Of course, people talking about
Yeah,
COVID. COVID was a conspiracy,
double,
like
triple down, like on
triple, quadruple, like any
yeah,
oople.
every
This
every
nigga
every
oople down.
platform he even went through, like just talking about Sandy Hook. It's a hoax. Like,
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 bro,
like he got
bruh.
sued for 1 billion. That's how much
Yeah,
he lost. Hopefully he don't. Well, he don't have to pay all that because he don't got that much.
he don't got that. Nah, I looked up his net worth the other day. I think it's like maybe 100 million.
Like they lawyers came for everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're gonna be broke his whole life for real.
Maybe
But
that's like
yeah,
from an organization or something. Like hopefully that's not all him because that's insane.
now I hope so. Cause why would you die on that hill though? Like, there's some hills that you should die on, but that hill, like, where did it even come? Where did that conspiracy even? Like, how did he even come up with that?
Yeah, and the number I want to know how did they come up with like 1 billion? Like,
That
who
too.
says that number like in court? Like, because like they're probably gonna go to the lower courts to try to get a smaller number, but like even a
Yeah.
smaller number is like you're coming for everything.
So I actually just watched before we got on here. I watched the court proceedings where they was reading out the money amounts. So it's really like a bunch of small amounts that amount up to like 965 million. So that's how they got there. I don't know how they got to every, like, it was like 18 million here, 35 million here. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of families affected.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't necessarily think he should be want to pay for it just because like he's speaking. Like, who cares if he lying? Like,
No, but people really was harassing him though, for real. People harassing him like, you fake this, like your kid is not dead, like that's crazy to me.
that's true.
Off off from a man's words, like, it can really affect so much, especially somebody like that's a terrible situation to be in, and then
Ain't
having to
nothing I say
relive
should
it.
be $1 billion worth. Like,
Low key though. No, that's real.
that's excessive.
It is. It is.
Like
Do
sticks and
you
stones. Like people gotta figure it out.
do you believe the Earth is flat?
No, that was just ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't get that one.
Yeah,
Um,
like it's
of course,
obviously not. Like,
yeah, and of course we got the Jeffrey Epstein death. We got that one.
oh, that was fake.
Now how they said that he didn't commit suicide. How they said that he was killed versus he committed suicide,
Yeah.
which it would make sense that he would die because I feel like a lot of powerful people had information, or he had a lot of information about powerful people. It
Yeah.
makes sense, but
What if he wasn't dead though, and they
now
just faked it, and then he
that
just
would
living a
be.
billionaire life just somewhere?
I mean, it's possible, but then that he would have to break out of jail. Like somebody would have to get
I
him out
mean,
of
he just
jail.
know a lot of powerful people.
That's true.
Like, it
That's true.
wouldn't be too far for us to be like, oh, just say we're gonna say you're dead, so you don't
Hmm.
end up ratting us all out and just change your name, and go somewhere else.
It's
You
definitely
know, like,
possible.
I mean,
Didn't the woman
you
die?
know,
Did the woman die? Ghislaine Maxwell?
nah, she alive and kicking.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, she losing. She definitely lost.
Oh yeah, that's what happened. She lost that court battle. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Like, there was no way she was gonna win that case.
Nah, ain't no way.
Like, you literally on tape and stuff. Like, they see you, like
Like,
grooming little girls. Like, it's
yeah,
obvious.
yeah, crazy shit. All right, last one I guess we can discuss and we can move on. So like 9/11, man. 9/11 is one of those things that as Americans, so many people like really feel some type of way about it. Um, do you think there's any truth to the idea of it being an inside job?
I mean, that's such an old topic ago, and I was so young when it happened. When
Yeah.
I was a kid. I mean, I remember I think I was in elementary, and it happened. And they just sent us all home,
Yep.
and we had no clue what was happening. My parents literally had the television on. I mean, I saw whatever they was watching on the news. It was like, oh my god! And then they turned the channel to BET. Like, like that was it. I think, man, at the time it's like the Parkers, like
Going
it
from
was
9/11
Martin.
coverage to the Parkers is crazy. Wait, are you really you dead ass though?
Like, I'm sure that's kind of probably how it went though. Like, I know it was bad, but I'm just like, I never realized like how bad it was until I got older. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, and they start teaching about it in class, and they bring it up in the school year. Like, wow, that was horrific in the video and stuff. But
I feel
dang,
like I watched like a documentary about it, and like it really put it into perspective, like what that shit was. Like if you was there, like in that
yeah,
vicinity,
I
like.
definitely watched there was a movie on it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it alluded to George Bush and having playing a part. Um, had to do about the war on oil and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, I think it was what Bin Laden and stuff like that at that time. They were trying to get rid of him because he was a terrorist affecting America, soil, and blah blah blah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Like the video is really good at like selling it, like
Yeah.
the conspiracy. So I don't know. I don't want to put blame on George Bush or America for playing a part in it. Like when it's that many lives lost and like in New York City, like
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to say he did it.
I don't either, but this is the only reason that somebody would do it though. So you got these people. There's already a terrorist organization that you already know, like already attacked us before. You know, we want oil. We want that power. Like oil is money. So it's just like, okay, we're gonna stage this. So it's like, okay, they attacked us, and now we can go to war with them because they attacked us. You know what I mean? Like that's the only way I could see. Like, oh, maybe it could be staged in a way, or maybe an agreement between the two. I don't know, but
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see why like people say yeah, it's a conspiracy and America had something to do with it, just so we get lower gas prices. Um, I mean, obviously there was some truth in that statement. We did end up with lower gas prices, and we didn't invade.
this is true.
Um, we did take out the guy,
Yeah,
um, but you can't say the guy wasn't doing wild stuff, killing people, and
yeah.
being a terrorist over there. So I mean, he was, you can say, a villain.
No, he
So it
was.
had to be done anyways. Um, the idea of putting together some guys and crashing a bunch of planes
Yeah.
into New York City, and that just seems so hard. I'm like, man, like you know how hard it is to get through TSA.
No, but
Like, man,
back then, I don't know.
yeah, maybe that's why like it's kind of more strict now, but
Yeah, it
I
is.
just
That's
couldn't
that's
even
exactly why.
imagine it like the way TSA is now.
Man,
Um,
ain't no way.
just a few guys just taking over a plane without any real weapons like that. Like, there's no way I'm in a whole plane of like hundreds of people and a few guys with a knife. Like, there's no way. Like, we not getting taken over. Like,
What if they had the what if they had the switch though? The Glock with the switch on it.
their gun.
Yeah.
A gun is different. Yeah, if you have a gun, like you got me.
Yeah. But a
Like,
knife, I mean, you should, I think I'd get stabbed for the cause.
yeah, like one person can at least get stabbed. Like,
Yeah.
but hey, like,
I'm gonna be right behind that nigga. I ain't gonna be the
yeah,
first
I ain't
one.
gonna be the first one, but somebody got to rush out with like something metal or a suitcase or something,
Yeah,
and the
hell
other
yeah.
dude in the back, like, get ready with them hands. They got to be Draymond in the back. One punch,
Hell yeah.
like
One punch man.
you got one
Nah,
shot.
for sure. But
I'm not about to get stabbed. Like, you gotta hit him. Like,
you got it, that
like if
nigga.
I'm rushing somebody with a suitcase, like, bro, like you gotta come from the back and like hit real quick.
Like real quick.
Like,
Dog, that's
you
crazy.
can't
Like
let them stab me
imagine.
twice.
Nah, hell nah.
Like,
Cause it might be raps over there. Niggas die off one stab.
right.
Man. But damn, like I'm just trying to think, like imagine being on that plane and that shit just happening. Like
Nah. Yeah,
that shit would be some of the scary. That would be probably the second scariest place to be. The ocean and then that. 30,000 feet in the air, and the nigga trying to take over the plane. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, we have to figure that out. There's no way.
Yeah.
It's like, say, I'm gonna need you all to sit down. I'm taking over the plane. Like, nah, what are you talking about? Like,
you got this fucked up.
Exactly. Like, we all walking up there now. Like, let's go. Like, what is this person talking about?
Like, especially if it's like, depending on how, because it was a lot of them on that plane though. Like,
yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like a lot of terrorists was on that plane. Like it was like, I don't want to say a number, but it was
No, it
like
don't
8 to
matter. I
10.
don't care how many it is.
But I'm saying, like, they could hold you back. This one could hold you back. They can hold him back.
Yeah,
Like,
they all got to hold back 20 people. Like, it ain't happening.
yeah, they were definitely outnumbered for sure. So I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I gotta
so
look
just-
at the numbers and see how do they. I mean, it's so old. I don't know if they like took over rubber bullets or something, or like
I can't remember.
was it a knife, a pocket knife? I just can't fathom it now. But like after like you see it, then you can say what you would have done and blah blah blah. Now because it's like now people probably would just hurry up and stand up and get up and be like, yo, like, like what are you
Man,
talking
niggas
about?
getting
Like
him
that
out
ain't
of
gonna be
here.
me.
They getting them niggas out of there today. Like people just bolder these days. I feel like.
Yeah, very
like,
bolder. Like there ain't no way. Like saying sit down. Like
Wait, what?
what are you talking about? Like, but y'all really gonna sit there? Like, let's go. Like,
Right, like somebody gonna boss up.
yeah, like, bro, what?
Yeah,
Grab your
would be some crazy
suitcases
shit.
and rush. We about to take over. Like, there's no way.
And low key, you can really use your
stomp
clothes.
them out.
You can use your clothes too as like padding. If they if they got a knife, you can use your clothes, put it under your shirt, put
Like,
on hella shirts and hoodies and shit. Like you good.
we all grab a suitcase and like pin on the boots on. Like, bro,
Man.
we all just gonna push
Stop.
and just start stumping. Like it's over.
Oh my god.
You come from that side, come from this side. We just go.
It's over with. Man, I just hope to never be in that situation, man. That shit would be that would be tough. But I guess we could wrap that up with conspiracies and shit.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next segment.
All right, so we got love and hate, and everybody loves this game. We're starting to highlight it on our social media. We're gonna start highlighting it once a week, where you guys can start pitching in what you think, whether you love or hate these strikes as well. We want to get you guys involved. So let's go ahead and get into it. This first song I got here is going very popular with Lil Yachty, Poland.
Yeah, Lil Yachty, man. He got him another one. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it real. Like the song catchy, it's cool. It's short too. I think it's like 1 minute and 23 seconds. Perfect for streaming because like you can probably stream this shit over and over again. But in terms of the song, like, it's cool. It's kind of innovative a little bit. Like he doing this weird little vibrato thing on there. It's kind of interesting, but I think lyrically and what he's saying, he ain't say shit. You can't really say shit in 1 minute and 23 seconds anyway. So, I mean, to me, I'm just gonna have to say hate. I'm still gonna play it though because it sounds interesting and all those kinds of things. Like it's a catchy song, but I find myself singing it too. So, but I gotta say hate.
It's definitely all over Instagram, TikTok. People were playing it.
Yeah,
I haven't heard the song myself, so I don't really got too much on it. But yeah,
definitely
that's
a
good
TikTok
for kids.
special. Yeah, it is.
It's very quick, catchy.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get into this. This one is interesting because these both came out, I think, on the same day, and Lil Yachty shit is farly surpassing it. So let's talk about Lil Baby Hey with 2 Y's. Love or hate?
He just came out with this single. It's not a bad song. It's catchy. He kind of doing his little flow that he's known for. It's all right, but it's not really groundbreaking in terms of like music or anything new that he's doing with it. Just same old, same old. Him rapping. I mean, it's still like he rapping really well on it.
I mean, he flowing well, but he ain't really saying.
Yeah, it's a cool beat.
The beat is interesting.
it's just kind of boringish. Same song, same sounding song all the way through. To me, it's just that's kind of vibe I get to when I hear it. I'm gonna go with hate because it's just not.
Mm-mm.
I don't think I'm really gonna play this song a lot.
I'm
Like
never gonna play it again.
the rewind value to the song for me is just not very high. And like
Yeah,
it didn't get me hyped to hear it.
yeah, and the chorus is just ass to me. Like he was talking about hey on the
Hmm.
chorus. Like what is you doing, bro?
Yeah, I didn't like the chorus at all either. But I mean, I'm definitely still gonna listen to this project. I was excited
Yeah.
for it. He got 23 songs. It's called "It's Only Me." Dope album cover. Good features. Oh, he got Pooh Shiesty on this. Hell yeah.
Okay.
ESTG, Jeremiah, Future, Young Thug, and a couple other people. So yeah, I
No
mean,
gunner.
go ahead and check it out. It's only me. Nope, no gun on this.
Mm.
So yeah. So this next track I got here for you is DDG Bulletproof Maybach featuring Offset.
Yeah. If y'all don't know, DDG, he is a YouTuber slash rapper from I want to say he's from Pontiac, Michigan. Um, his music ain't never really hit like that to me, and this one is no exception. Like it's cool. Like Offset came on, did his Offset thing. It was a cool beat switch though. Like the beat switch at the end, like it turned into a whole different vibe. But I feel like we done seen that shit a lot of times now, so it didn't really. It wasn't like shocking to me, and like oh my god, this makes this shit so hard. So like to me, I ain't gonna say DDG start rapping because I'm not no. I ain't trying to sound like no hater, but like it's just his music never really connected to me. But much success. I can't even talk. Much success to him though, for sure. But I'm gonna have to say hate on this one just because it's just not. It's not all the way there for
Mm-hmm.
me. But let me get into this next one for you. Or the last one. We only doing two today, folks. So let's talk about Mavi Trip featuring Amendi.
This
Love or
song
hate.
I just listened to today, right before the podcast. It's very Mavi sounding, so I'm liking it so far. It
Mm-hmm.
has some good vocals. I don't know who. I think that's her, Amendi, who's singing on the hook or bridge or whatever. Sound pretty good so far. I mean, I'm gonna go with love.
Okay,
I'm
that's
excited to
what's
listen
up.
to this whole project. It's called "Laughing So Hard It Hurts."
Yep, I
So
was just about to say.
yeah, look, like they got 18 tracks on this song, or 16 tracks maybe.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna check this out by
No,
Mavi.
for sure. Yeah, he definitely super dope. I think he's from Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't know where he's from, but I know his last project, "Let the Sun Talk," was really good, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what got me onto him. So it's been a few years since his last project. So
You would never believe where he from.
what?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
So yeah, he can rap.
yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and highlight something real quick. You got anything to
Uh,
highlight?
yeah, I'll go ahead and go first here. I ain't gonna lie, this one show got me addicted. This one TV show on Hulu. Handmaid's Tale, season 5, man. This shit is just, man, there's just so much crazy shit happening in the Handmaid's Tale right now. I hate the show, but I love it. And I hate all the characters, but I still love watching it. It's like watching a train wreck. So check out Handmaid's Tale if you want to see some real dystopian type shit. Like if you really want to imagine the world and like America in turmoil, watch that shit. That shit is really good. So
I'm
shout
gonna
out
have to check
Handmaid's
that out.
Tale. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What I'm gonna go ahead and highlight is, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and highlight this rapper who passed. Um, I think what it was it last year, or I think it was last year, but it was Juice World, and I've
Mm-hmm.
been finding myself consistently going back to his old project and his music. And man, like his music is definitely something that's gonna last for a while. You don't know that with a lot of young artists. Um, I saw like a report that said like all his albums are like gold or something like that, over 500,000 streams or something like that now that he
Damn.
released.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he's still putting up a whole lot of numbers. Um, yeah, but it's just so sad to see like when some of our young, talented musicians start to uh, go down that road. Um, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I still want to listen to some more music from this dude, but rest in peace to Juice World, and shout out to him and his family, and keep the name alive.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. that guy for sure. I hate posthumous albums, like when after they die, but I definitely liked. Damn, what was the one? Was it Legends Never Die? Yeah, Legends Never Die by Juice WRLD was pretty dope. So
Hmm.
yeah, man. I guess we're gonna have to end the podcast on that, somber note. But thank you for rocking with us, and if you made it this far, we appreciate you for listening. But other than that, we can get up out of here, man. So thank you for listening. We out.
Yeah, stay safe. Peace.